Hello, you alright? How's it going? Here we are, back again for another Top 5 Match Worn shirts. Let's kick things off this week with a Core Blimey classic. It's one of the all-time Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame shirts. The Norwich City 92 to 94 home shirt with a twist. The twist being that it is the version from January 1994 until the end of that season. Famous for being made by now defunct manufacturer Ribeiro. You're thinking, well, why does it say Mitre on there? That is because, well, they're defunct. They did go bust after Christmas of 93. So from January onwards of the 93-94 season, Mitre stepped in as the new manufacturer, but they didn't manufacture anything. All they really did was sew this beautiful little emblem over the top of the Ribeiro logo, and we're like, carry on Canaries, you just wear this until the end of the season. We're not gonna mess around with a new kit until 94-95. And you can't ask for more than that, because we got to just carry on seeing this. So obviously from the inaugural season of the Premier League, 92-93, Norwich nearly won the thing, didn't they? To give United and Villa a real run for their money. 93-94, we've got the addition of player names. Just look at that. I mean, Mitre, they're not, I think they forgot, oh, there's a Ribeiro logo on the number. No, they're not plastered a Mitre over there. They've let that continue. We've got the Premier League patches stitched on there. We've got the differences between the replica version and the player version. Standard sort of thing for this time is the raised embossed on the crest on the replica, which is embroidered on the player shirt, and then, like we've already seen, this Mitre embroidered over, where you see a raised embossed Ribeiro on the replica. Other than that, they're the same. There's no ventilation or anything like that. Sponsors applied in the same way. This shirt worn by Megson in Jeremy Goss's testimonial. Goss, obviously the legend who scored that famous goal against Bayern Munich when Norwich dumped out the German giants from the UEFA Cup in this shirt. Invited the oldest club in Italy over to Carrow Road, and Genoa won 5-4 in an absolute belter. One of the most interesting, outrageous football shirts of modern times, with a twist. Next up, one of my favourite strikers of the last 10 years, Luca Toni. Yeah, it's his shirt from Euro 2008, a match against Holland. What a great striker, what a big man up there. He could do it all. He was powerful, strong, head it in, tap it in, he did the lot. He didn't do much in this game though. Italy, I mean, the Dutch were written off really, no one fancied them. Then they came and beat the reigning world champions 3-0 in Bern. Yeah, Tony started the match up front. He had but didn't really get a sniff. This was the next shirt on after Italy had won the World Cup. We've got all the latest Puma technology on here. There's so much going on. We'll grab the replica and have a look. There's just so much going on. It's so lightweight. We've got you see these Puma logos on the replica version are quite thick and chunky, embossed. Really streamlined plastic transfers on here, but it goes much further than that. Basically, there is not a stitch on this shirt. It's all just heat bonded. I'll get it turned inside out, show you all this seamless technology. Also, on the replica, you've got like a paper label. Puma, same as Nike. They went for this printed wash label on the player shirt. Just mean there's nothing irritating you there. You're not gonna, you end up cutting it out, don't you? Sometimes if they're chafing. So it's really just meant to just evaporate all the water, all the sweat, just steams off on this player shirt. We'll have a close-up look at the tournament patches. It's a beautiful, thick, extra flock Euro 2008. It's the first time we get to see the UEFA Respect patch, which came in for the Champions League not until the 09-10 season. Obviously, there's been a few variations of it since, but a year ahead, it was seen in the Euros. Beautiful, thick Lextra again. Tony was banging him in with Bayern at the time. Former Fiorentina hero. Was part of the team that won the 2006 World Cup. He played another year for Italy before retiring in 2009. Obviously carried on banging him in Serie A after that. What a hero. Now, if we're talking about ventilation and we're talking about design, then step forward. The Mexico away shirt from the 1998 World Cup. We've had a look at the home shirt before, haven't we? With the Aztec calendar design. It's up there with the greatest of all time. But we haven't seen the away. And this version of it is only used at the World Cup in 2 matches against Holland and Belgium, and we've got so much going on here. I mean, it's a completely different shirt to the replica one that you could get. You couldn't get this completely ventilated version of it. We've got like the Copa Mundial, FIFA Francia 98, ABA Sport. They were the manufacturers between 95 and 98. We've got the tricolour flag on the sleeve as well. Crest is raised embossed. We've got Carmona, stalwart defender, went on to represent his country 84 times in total, played the 2002 World Cup as well, but in 2005 he was banned for life after failing a doping test, so yeah, controversial. That is just a real paint. It's like wet paint. Don't touch it, don't touch that wet paint. I feel like it's going to come off in my hands. It such is the texture of that. Brilliant. One of only 2 what I would call local brands on show at the France 98 World Cup, together with Saudi Arabia, who were wearing Chamel Sports. Obviously Mexican origin for a Mexican team. This was the one and only World Cup for ABA, but everybody loved this shirt. I remember growing up and everybody wanted one of these, but this one's a real tasty version of it. Remember when Arsenal moved into the Emirates? I can't believe that's 11 years ago. So I thought, let's have a look at the first shirt they wore at the new Emirates Stadium. It's interesting because there's a few variations of it. 2-season shirts, they can throw a spanner in the works when the manufacturer starts meddling with the specifications, and that's what happened with Nike at this time. This is Champions League shirt from the 07-08 season, so not from the first season. This is from 07-08, worn by RVP against Seville. Scored in this shirt as well. Another box tick. So I'll grab the 06-07 version. So let's tick off differences between 06-07 and the differences between the player and the replica. So if you've got an 06-07 version, you'll see you've got this type of label, Nike Sphere Dry, different size in there compared to here, the 07-08 production. That's because in 07-08 Nike scrapped the Sphere Dry and moved on to Nike Fit instead. So you won't see because a player version doesn't have the detail on the bottom. But I'll grab an 07-08 replica spec, and you can see down there you've got Nike Fit, whereas on the 06-07 we've got Sphere Dry. So you can find out whether yours is a true first season of the Emirates, or if it's the second season of the Emirates. Do you want the 06-07? Do you want the 07-08? Because they are 2 different shirts. We've got all the latest technology for the 07-08 shirt here. For the player one, we've got heat bonded hemline, heat bonded cuffs, all the seams heat bonded there. We've also got, like on the Luca Toni, we've got this printed wash label compared to the paper label that you see on there. Another little feature on the player shirt here is look at the cannon. It's on the collar, whereas it's on the upper back of the replica shirt. Look at this RVP. This gold Lextra print for the Champions League is pretty special. Like the name is pretty much the same style as the Premier League. The numbering is pretty special with the Arsenal crest on there as well. Worn in a 3-0 win over Seville, and the Gunners showed the UEFA Cup winners a thing or two. Still got a bit of mud on it from the match. Got the small size sponsor got to drop a UEFA regulations in there, haven't I? It's incredible, and I've said it before, 10 years plus now Arsenal being in the Emirates, so the shirts from the first seasons there are classics really. Get a decade old, it's a classic. And let's wrap things up with a little request, or should I say a request, from Catalin Marian. He said, let's have a look at some Romania shirts, and I said, yeah, let's have a look at the 1994 Romania shirt. Oh, or should I say shirts, because we've got here as well the 1994 World Cup Romania shirt, and then we've got the shirt from a friendly match against England at the start of the 94-95 season. So these are the two shirts that Romania wore in that year, and they are both phenomenal classics. Hard to pick a favourite. I mean, obviously it's more synonymous with just classic shirts, isn't it? You know, World Cup shirt. Everyone remembers Romania knocking out Argentina, stunning, dark horses. And then not many people remember this though, but it's a phenomenal piece of work from Adidas as well. This one is issued to Viorel Moldovan, didn't make an appearance at the tournament. This one is Gica Popescu. They're just signed for Tottenham. What a legend he was. Let's have a closer look at both of these. I would say Adidas equipment is more synonymous with like 1992. Well, there's this style of Adidas text, you think in 94, so it's strange that this shirt would actually come after this one, but that's what happens. That is what happens in international football. Let's have a look at the Popescu first. So we've got, I love this, the two different colours on the Adidas equipment text. We've got stitched on 3 stripes, and this beautiful fleece lined material, because it's 72% polyester, 28% triacetate. You got a flock crest on there, and then this plastic numbering. Romania became the first team to score against Terry Venables as England manager, but it's not really a surprise because Romania were ranked 7th in the world at this time compared to England, who were down in 18th. Ilie Dumitrescu was the guy who got the goal. Rob Lee equalised for England now, and it finished in a 1-1 draw. So it's a stunner, that one. It's a stunner. And let's have a look again at the 94 World Cup. I mean, really, it's a top 6, isn't it? I've snuck another one in, really, but you can't get enough of these Romania shirts. There's again this stitched on stripes. We've got a red one in here. Yeah, just at the tournament, we got the player name set on there. Moldovan went on to be a legend for them. Euro 2000, France 98 as well. It's so silky. It's so USA 94. You know, one of the great tournaments for kids. And Romania are up there in terms of shirt of the tournament. It's a real gem, and hope you like it, Catalan. Hope that satisfies your Romania needs. So that's it for this week. That's the top 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep the requests flowing in, and I will do my best to keep everybody happy. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next week for another top 5. Cheers.